Hello everybody, I'm Rudrani and with me is an actor who's forever a fashion icon. Karisma Kapoor. And of course she's got the Forever in Fashion award because who else can get that but her. Thank you so much. You can flaunt it a little bit. You deserve it.
Thank you.
I like how flaunt it. But it is true. Karisma, you've been a trendsetter for a while. When you entered the industry, you were still kind of celebrating yourself in who you were. And not many people were doing that at the time. And you continue to do that. I have seen you kind of evolve with the fashion and kind of at every age that has come. I want to know how you define your fashion evolution when I say it that way.
Well, honestly, I think it just happened very organically. I love fashion, I love clothes, and I remember as a child seeing both my grandmothers and how they would dress, and my grandfather's love of white, and then that passed on to my grandmother, and then I started loving that, and her red lip, which I think is passed down to me, which I love wearing even in personal life. So obviously when we started in movies, we didn't have any choice. हम just पहन लेते थे जो भी बोला जाता था. But then slowly I started having a bit of say. We got to work with different people, and of course that evolved. And I think even after not doing films, I think people like my fashion senses because I've always dressed for myself. I like wearing what I'm comfortable wearing, and I think people appreciated that. So yeah, I think I don't think जो मेरे मन में है मैं वही पहनती हूँ. Thank
that
you.
confidence that you have, that is why forever in fashion, always. On that note, some fun questions, of course. Are you ready? Let's go. This I want to hear. 90s fashion trend that Karisma wants back, and you can still rock it.
Oh my God. Maybe a mini skirt.
I think you will. Please do this. You're the second person who said that, by the way.
But yeah, I think we wore a lot of fun colors and a lot of fun mini skirts. So that might be interesting.
Yes, please.
Why not?
Why not? Yes, please. Okay, you'll have to tell me one of your best fashion moments on screen. If you had to pick.
They asked me that inside as well. And I think that I've been lucky enough that there have been quite a few. So it'll be very difficult for me to choose. I'd leave that to the audience to decide.
Can I? I love Dil To Pagal.
Well, I'd say Dil To Pagal hai. Yeah. I think it brought, the whole sporty look, and I think where girls really kind of looked at fitness and looking fit and gym wear. Yeah.
A fashion trend you really could never get on with. You're like, I'm not going to try that, anything but that.
Honestly, like I say, I do not follow trends. So I don't think I've ever really got onto any trend or not. But yeah.
I love that. Is there a particular movie character's fashion that you have really liked? Not yours. Anybody. A movie which you thought was amazing.
Of course, many greats. But offhand, I'd say Shri Ji from Chandni. I think she was very beautiful and very classic and evergreen. Yeah.
I just want to say, even the crew that has come out right now, isn't it? So good, right? All of them.
Yeah, of course. Really looking forward to that.
Of course. Thank you so much. I hope I'll meet you again and all the very best. Thank you. Hello, Kalki. You're looking so great. You want to describe the look for us? I think it's so interesting.
Yes. Well, I think this looks a bit like octopus suction things. But it also kind of looks like a piece of jewelry. It's somehow inspired from architecture, from what I read, and it's by Rossini, and he's like a really cool designer, up and coming. And I think there's this whole sense of using materials that already exist, and I always love this whole sustainable, trying to use the materials that already exist rather than create more, because we have too much stuff in the world. So that's great.
We are the Ajo Grazia Young Fashion Awards, and I have to ask you, what is it that you observe that the young Indian fashion designers today have, which is great and which needs to carry on?
I think people are really coming into their own in India in terms of fashion. I think there's really they're all going global. I mean, Rossini is, I think, now based in Milan, and I see that there's a lot of Indian fashion going out there. Yeah, and I think it's a good time for fashion here.
Of course it is. All right, of course, some fun questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is the last fashion faux pas that you remember of yours that you wouldn't probably do it today?
Oh gosh. I don't know. Like, like I know sometimes.
In the past, you know what
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Like, what is a faux pas? Like,
you consider a faux pas, not others.
wearing something so tight that you can't sit properly in it. That's a faux pas. Yeah.
And you haven't done in a while, have you?
Yeah, like now I really like test it out. I do this. I sit, I stand, go to the loo, check that everything's like functioning after that.
Which is a great advice, by the way.
Yes.
Also, on that note, one fashion advice you'd like to give all the young actors who are coming in the industry?
If it doesn't interest you, then like, just imagine it's a character. You just create characters every time you go on a red carpet.
When was the last time you thought you looked your best on screen, particularly fashion-wise?
Oh, I think like one of the coolest fashion characters was Sky. I liked how she dressed from Gully Boy. But then I think I've been lucky with the fashion elements when it comes to how I've been dressed, how I've been styled for shows and movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of your characters are pretty stylish.
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to ask you, just name anyone from the film industry for these categories. The first thing that comes to your mind, and you can give us like few words of answers to why you chose that person. Okay? Are you ready?
No.
You'll be good. Okay. Kalki says this and she's very good at it. Okay, Kalki. Here, according to you, who's one of the most fashionable actors we have today?
Fashionable actor off screen. Actor, you're saying? Male actor.
No, I said actor.
Abhay Deol. He's pretty fashionable.
Easy and stylish.
Yeah.
Which is to say that any actor you think is effortlessly stylish and confident, particularly at the red carpet?
Confident on the red carpet. Who? I mean, I think Deepika. Yeah, she really like makes an entrance.
According to you, the most fashionable couple whenever they make an outfit, whenever they are making an outing at the red carpet or otherwise. So basically, the most fashionable couple according to you.
Same, Deepika and Ranveer. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The other one is, who according to you has been one of the most fashionable fictional characters in the Hindi screen, and why?
I liked Zeenat Aman in Dam Maro Dam, just because I'm like a sucker for that whole 60s style. Yeah.
If you get an opportunity to swap your entire wardrobe with another actor, which actor would you pick and why?
Which actor would I swap my wardrobe with? Veer Das.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think you look great in those hats.
Yeah.
I love this answer. All right. Thank you so much. Before I let you go, I have to also ask you. I know there are a lot of stuff that's happening in your life when it comes to work. Tell us what can your fans wait for you? What can they see and what can we hope?
Dude, not much at the moment. But I do have a very cool Tamil movie coming out. It doesn't have a title yet, but it's Vishnu Vardhan's next movie, and very excited about it.
We are excited too. Thank you so much. It's always lovely bumping into the red carpet. We're going to do more of this. Thank you once again. How always there is a certain amount of confidence that you have when you walk into every event. So
I just take the non-confident parts and shove it in my dress. And then when I walked out, everything that's seen now, it all has to be confident.
what does Sunny do when she's not feeling that fashionably confident?
I just hide. I just hide things. Walk around like this.
Okay, which is rare. So she does hide it well, which I don't remember at all. But on that note, some fun questions. Sunny, are we ready?
I'm not ready. I'm so bad at these.
You're good at this. You're good at this. Okay, a 90s or an 80s fashion trend that you would love to recreate today?
Ooh, those leotards and those socks and that.
And the aeroplanes.
Yes.
I love that. Okay.
And
All right.
headband with the headband.
I love it. Okay. Okay, who according to you is an effortlessly stylish couple in the Indian film industry?
Oh, so me and my husband Daniel. But if I had to pick another one, I guess I would say Ranveer and Deepika.
That's true. They are clearly a favorite. Most of them picked up that. There's something really effortless about it, isn't it?
No, it's probably not effortless. It's just costs a lot of money and like looks really good on them, and their stylists are amazing. So everything just fits perfectly.
You know, we talk about giving a fashion advice to young actors who are joining the industry. What would you tell them and why? Because you're expected to always look perfect and fashionable. So what is that advice from you?
I think you have to go with how you feel and not always what everybody tells you. There's a certain amount of advice you need to listen to, and then you should never become something that you're not. And I think we see that a lot on red carpets, where somebody shows up in something interesting, yet it doesn't accentuate who they are, who their personality is, or their smile, or their energy. So I think that would be my advice.
Before I let you go, of course, I have to ask about Kennedy. It's done all the festival rounds. It's got massive, massive love, and it's so exciting to see you, get that kind of an opportunity to finally explore something that people have not seen in you. I think that's fantastic, and I was very excited about that. Let's talk about that a little.
It's really exciting. I think Anurag is amazing at what he does, and the film he created has such a big buzz around it, and people have loved it, whoever's seen it, so that's very, very exciting. And I'm really hoping that it gets released here in India very soon. I'm waiting just like everybody else. You're going like this, I'm also doing the same thing. So I hope it gets released soon.
I hope so too, but like I said, from whatever we've seen and heard, we're super excited. Thank you, Sunny, always cheering for you.
Thank you.
Okay.